Hello and welcome to the LS Drug Wars DLC. So in this video I'm just going to talk about the 6 missions you need to do to unlock the Acid Lab business. So first off we've got the Welcome to the Troupe, then we have the Designated Driver, followed by Fatal, Incursion, Uncontrolled Substance, Make War Not Love, and finally Off the Rails. So they're the 6 missions you need to complete to unlock getting an Acid Lab business in the blockade. Back it up, you can get an award if you help someone else do those 6 missions. The next award is Lick My Acid, so once you actually set up the Acid Lab business, you'll get that award. And finally, boosting production. So there's an option in your blockade to boost production by a little bit, and you'll get that award the first time you do it. So each of the 5 of the 6 missions that you need to complete, excuse me, you get 50k, and finally you get 250k for the final one, Off the Rails. That makes 500k. You get 30k per mission, so that makes a total of just under 700k for doing all 6 missions. So we'll start with the first mission, which, as you can see there, is Welcome to the Troupe. So I'll skip the cutscene. So eventually after the cutscene you end up on the roof. Taking cover, just take out the Lost MC. Once the several waves of Lost MC stop spawning, you then go to the edge of the Alamo Sea. Pick up a boat. I've just picked up this random boat. There's an official boat. Across the sea to the other side, and basically kill all the enemies, or most of them. Just get to the journey. Once you're in the journey, take it back to the liquor store where you came, pick up Dax. He slowly walks across, and to finish off the mission you just return it to the warehouse down the highway.
Let's go.
And that's the first mission complete.
Big love, fresh meat. Be ready for my call.
So the second one is Designated Driver. So get to Dax's car, straight down to the docks. When you're in the docks you need to look for a cab. I found one here. You might need to look about a bit. This one's hidden away, so you grab that cab and pick up the party supplies. So just reverse into it, hooks up, and eventually out the docks. However, you don't get far, it sets on fire, so keep the right press to disengage the party supplies before they blow up. You then have to get revenge by going to the Lost MC house. Just light the place up, shoot them away. As you can see, I've got my snack menu up there, so I'm snacking up as I'm shooting away enemies. Go in the Lost MC house, take a picture of the plans, then pick up a bag on the side of the bar and fill it with the Lost MC's weed. Once you've filled it up with the Lost MC's weed, as you can see there, I do like the animation on picking these ones up. Then we head straight back to the Freak Shop, as it's now called, which is our area where our Acid Lab is going to be housed. And there we go, job done.
I hear you pulling up out there. Way to go, fresh meatus.
For Fatal Incursion, go to Dax's car, and we're going straight to Stab City. Once there, just light it up, walk around the circle, and any red vehicles or other objects of property that show on the map, just blow them up. I just use the machine gun just to blow them up. You've got enemies coming from behind you and in front of you, so just keep your wits about you. Once you've blown up the last bit of property, which I think is this motorcycle coming up, which then displays on the map, you see there the property bar's now full. Once you blow that up, that's gone. You now go to the fishery, which is just across the way, so drive there, and it's to collect 10 items of meth. You do have to go inside one of the properties, so you can't just go around all the properties, and you should be able to find all the items inside this particular lab, if you like. There's a couple in here, but that's the only building you have to go sort of inside. And as you can see, there was a marker there to go inside. And finally, make your getaway in the dodo. So you have to land this in the storm drain. Again, it's got a health bar there, but it shouldn't be any problems. Straight down, land the storm drain, and job's a good one. So mission 4, Uncontrolled Substance. So the Uncontrolled Substance is something that your character takes, gets on a BMX, and follows Dax. I don't actually think you can fail this mission. I think it's just a bit of fun, hallucinogenic fun. So you're obviously tripping on acid, yeah, and the screen goes all weird, and you avoid trucks and stuff like that. But I think even if they hit you, you can just carry on. So you go through various tunnels down the rabbit hole, so to speak, on mainly bikes, but I think there's a go-kart in there as well. And eventually you drop out at the bottom of the rabbit hole, and you hunt giant bunnies with a musket. So it doesn't even matter if you kill these or not, you still get to the end and still pass it. But yeah, eventually you drop down to earth after you get through the last gate. You stagger around a bit uncontrollably, and then mission complete. Mission 5, make war not love. So into Dak's car, we're going to the hippie camp round about Sandy Shores. So just line it up when you get there, fairly straightforward. We want to destroy all the tents with the lab equipment in, whichever method you want to use for that. Just using a grenade launcher here. Once you've done that, when you get near to the vehicle that you need to get in, to reveal the further 3 locations for camper vans, do that. Destroy each one of the camper vans, each 3 of them. You do get lots of enemies tracking you here, and I actually lose a life doing this, but you can lose a life in this. Once you've blown up those 3, we're then off to the altruist camp, blow up 3 vehicles there, and then a Valkyrie comes in. So I'm just hiding behind a house here. I'll get my homing launcher out and take that bad boy out, and that's it. Drive away from the altruist camp once this is down, and home in time for waffles. So the last mission is off the rails. So again, take Dak's car, and we're going to Humane Labs. So in here, you can just shoot the place up and light it up. I'm going to go a bit silent and sneaky. Well, silent and sneaky according to Rockstar. So just take the first guard out, take the camera out, do a little roly-poly and take this guard out. And then we go up the stairs where the guard was. Back of the head. Boom, he's down. Still silent and sneaky. Take this guy out, and then the other guard. Fire him up. We get to this guard. Try to take a headshot, but didn't quite get it. Should have used the sniper rifle, but there we go. Still silent and sneaky, not set the alarms off. You just free shoot this guy. That's fine. Coming to the last bit you need to do, just shoot this camera out. I don't even think you need to shoot that camera out, to be fair, but I did just in case. Open the door, and then you go inside Humane Labs. Once inside, just take the guards out, double guards facing each other, so just in quick succession. Take the camera out, take these 2 guards out, headshot the first one, and boom, auto aim and shoot the other one. And there we go. And now we just have to get through, take a picture of the plans, or the manifest, which is near the 2 fire hydrants there. And then we're going to get the chemicals. There's 5 of them. So just go to all these big boxes. They're quite distinctive around the place. Once you get to the last one and take that off, I thought I'd run this through because you have to beat the train. So you need to get out of here from whence you came. As usual, Rockstar don't put the blue circle right next to the door, so I overrun it. Quite really. I'll take a right here and just drop down. Many a years doing Humane Labs apartment heist, which I quite enjoyed. So you can just drop down here after you shoot the guards out. And because you're trying to beat the train, I just drop down. It's not going to kill me. I'll land on my head, softest part. Ignore the other guards and just drive off. You haven't got time to worry about those and getting to battle with those. So straight through, and I thought I'd just run this through rather than clipping it. So straight through the gates, and we want to get onto the railroad tracks as quickly as possible. I think this is probably the fastest way. So when we come to the curve in the road, I'm just going to go straight on, take the bank down, and hopefully straight onto the train tracks. Well, not hopefully, definitely, because obviously that's what I do. Once on the train tracks, you can see the train there. We're sort of fairly well ahead of it. So we just need to get to the station where the control is to switch the tracks. So I'll just let this run through. We get here, I think you do get a couple of Merryweather or whoever coming up on you, and just ignore them, you haven't got time. So try and get up here. Yeah, physics of GDA, just wrestling with the banister. Eventually I get up, pull the lever, and that switches the train tracks, the points. Collect an angle grinder from just down from the station, and then we come to the train wreckage. So here you've got some really hard enemies, Merryweather and helicopters. Just make sure you take cover. I just prefer, rather than using a rocket, just to take out the pilot of the helicopter. That's the helicopter down. And then eventually just work your way through, trying to get the chemicals. Use the angle grinder. You have to take your menu off. I'll leave that up to snack up as I'm shooting. So yeah, just use the angle grinder on that. So I'll do both of these. And I think that's the last 2. Once you get all 5, which I'll just get now. So just work your way through it. I did use my snack menu quite a bit for this, I'm not gonna lie. You come to the brickade, and it's just a case of getting into that, reverse a bit, and then forwards off, and then back down, and home to the freak shop. And that's the 6 missions done. I'll overshoot this a little bit, so I have to reverse. Right, so that's all the missions rather, done and dusted.
Couldn't have done it better myself, friendo.
So the last thing you have to do after you've completed the 6 missions to get an acid lab business is to steal the lab equipment. So once you've done the 6 missions, there's 3 icons appear on the map, all in Los Santos City. So pick any one of those, doesn't matter which, shoot the 4 guards, and then use the forklift truck to load the lab equipment onto the back of the truck, just to the right there. You have to be a bit careful with these. I'm not very good with forklift trucks. Going up the ramp, you just have to get it at the right speed, otherwise it gets stuck and rolls back down. So don't go too fast or too slow. And just try and line it up. Like I say, I'm not very skilled at this. So a bit of trial and error. So eventually I get this one on. Yep, just. Get the other, once you get the first one on, there's 2 more guards spawn, so just clear those out. Once you've cleared those out, then just collect the other 2 bits of equipment, like so. Once they're all stacked and loaded on the lorry, just get in the lorry, accelerate out, and back to your acid lab, or the freak shop as it's called. So at this point the setup's complete, so you can now go to Mutt and purchase the acid lab to start your business.
You ready to pull
It costs 750k. I'm just going to buy it now, and I'll shut up and let Mutt take you through the cutscene.
Oh, so what do you think? Pretty legit, right? And on the move whenever you want it. Dreams will be born in this lab, my friend. Balls will be tripped, and all thanks to you, me, and the sweetest acid money can buy. I'm head chef finally, eh? Lab rat part 2. I'll always be here head down making the miracles happen. I can't make acid out of thin air, though. I tried for my college thesis. I'll keep the supplies over here in this corner, but we're gonna need to restock on the reg if you want me churning out batches 24/7. Got plenty of friends I can hit up if you need an idea of where to source the stuff. Just hit me up, yeah? Now, once the product's just right, we take it over here and we get it all sealed up for shipping. That's where you come in. I'm working on some buyers. We do the hard work, we get the hard cash. But just between us, sending people on this trip, I'd do it for free. It's a vocation, man. The revolution starts here. And hey, if you ever want some quality time with the product, just jump in there, get your hands dirty, and give it some spittin' love. It's all a catalyst, man. It'll speed things along, and if you forget to wash your hands, you might expand your horizons, you know what I mean?
Right, thanks for watching. Take it easy, take care, and ta-ta for now. Cheers everybody. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful.